Hey people, what's going on? So let's see now. It's Thursday the 11th, and I'm gonna do a video with my laptop. I'm a creature of habit, and so I've set it where my main computer is. This is where I like to sit, and so I'm just gonna do a quick one. Well, we'll see how long. Using this laptop, the resolution is better of the picture, and so I appreciate that. Maybe you'll appreciate that. In the other room, when I was just quickly testing the camera, a couple folks commented that they said, "You almost made it to Atomic Rooster." I only have this one Atomic Rooster album, Death Walks Behind You. I did know about it and hear it when it came out. A friend of mine got a promo copy of this when we were kids in high school. And we even as teenagers, we thought the title and the opening song, "Death Walks Behind You," was kind of melodramatic. We didn't take it seriously. So Atomic Breathing was never a band that I wanted to follow. I thought they were pretty cool, but it was more hard rocking or dark, or it didn't have the elements I was really looking for, so that's why I only have that one. And right next to it is Atomic Breathing. There's Atomic Rooster, then there's Atomic Breathing. Now this is an album that I'm on. Omaha band from the 80s. Dixon LeBron there in the picture. A rather enigmatic man who is around, but we never hear from him, so who knows. I got a record from a Hilco in Cologne, Germany. I've been to Cologne. Thank you, Hilco, for sending this to me. I gotta try to remember to talk about sending records overseas after I review this. He sent me the brand new Von Spar album, Under Pressure. Hilco explains to me that he is not on this album, but that his friend is the drummer. What does he say here? He's saying his friend is the drummer. Anyway, this Von Spar, Under Pressure, this is what I like it. He was hoping I would like it. I do like it, Hilco, and I'm curious about what you're doing. I would describe this as adult electro pop. It reminds me a bit of Junior Boys, and who is the other? Letitia Sadier from Stereolab is on one cut, and the song that she sings on is a Stereolab type song. Telepop music comes to mind too. It's Schneider TM also come to mind. I like this. It's pop music, but it also has elements of progressive. The drummer is good, and I appreciate that he can play time signatures and shapes. You know, the music is shaped well. I like this, and it's on Bureau B, a good label. Hilco, thank you for sending this to me. It's just brand new 2019 release. Von Spar. I had to grab some more glasses. The other ones are being held together by tape. It was really bad. I had to get some glasses. I like this. I recommend it. I just sent an order for Nice to an Angus, I believe, in England. I was blown away when I got to the post office. Postage has gone up. The last time I sent an album overseas, it was $14. Now it's $24. It's insane. It doesn't make any sense. It's almost like they want the small business person to be done in, to make it impossible for us to do business. I'm going to adjust the on my websites where you can order. I have to make adjustments. I won't be surprised if I don't get any more orders overseas. That's insane. I thought it was bad already when you're having to spend 10 to 15 bucks or more postage to get something. It seems unfair and it seems unreasonable. Um, uh, I don't think that, I don't know for a fact, but I am certain that they can move mail cheaper. A couple more records and then I'm going to go. Radiohead, Hail to the Thief. 2 and 2, 2 plus 2 plus 2 makes 5 or whatever that is. That was in my head, and so I had to hear it and couldn't remember which album it was on. This is a really good overlooked Radiohead album. For some reason, this one kind of just, it's like, the true fans really dig it, but the critics, the press, did a lousy job of reporting the album. It's really good. Agitation Free, second album. This is a reissue of it. German, they call it Krautrock. This is just really good on the jazzy side, but also on the, what would I say? The thing I find about this is that there is a sense of lyricism and, oh, there's something cool about this sound, Agitation Free. It's like, it sounds like, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? It sounds like they know that they're doing something cool. I guess it just has a vibe to it. Agitation Free, their second album. This is real good. Really good. Ptarmigan, I believe this is out of Canada. Produced by Paul Horn. A bit of a folk and rock amalgam. This is a really neat album. This is an original too. Ptarmigan. Listen to it all the way through. And Paul Winter Consort, Oregon. It's kind of close to that sound, but not exactly. Another folk album. Now, I want to explain this, that because I've never been to England, and being, from the middle America, it seems strange that I have a penchant for English and Irish and European folk music, but I really do. And on the surface, I would say the appeal was always, and still is, that it takes me away from Omaha. And I get to imagine the world that this music existed in. Maybe in reality it's a world that I wasn't welcome in, but that's beside the point. It's what I do with it. So with that in mind, here's a reissue of a English folk rock album, Amaryllis, by Bread, Love, and Dreams. And this is real hippie time. Real hippie time. I really like this album. Male and female. A lot of the words. I dig the words too, because it's hopeful, and it's the old hippie mentality where we're still looking towards making the future better. And I love that cover. Isn't that a cool cover? They have two albums. These originals are really expensive. I'm not exactly sure why they're so expensive. I think it's because they didn't make very many copies of them, but it is a good album. It is. Bread, Love, and Dreams. Played this the other day, and it wasn't as good as the last time I played it. And here's why. Acid Mother's Temple's Son of a Bitch's Brew. Now, they capture an essence, or they capture a bit of Bitch's Brew in this, but what they're doing, they repeat it for my ears too much. And that's one thing about Acid Mother's Temple, is that there's an aspect of Acid Mother's Temple music which is drone, ritualistic, and hypnotic, and very repetitive. And you either get into it, that's my experience. You either get into it and get into the hypnosis of it, or it doesn't catch, and after a while you just have to take it off. So the last time I played this, it got a bit repetitive. I still like it though. I do like this album. I do. Dream Generator by Carlos Alomar, long-running guitarist with David Bowie. People always talk about Mick Ronson and David Bowie, but Carlos Alomar and David Bowie. And this is an album he put out on Private Music, primarily instrumental. Really like this. It's all over the place. It's not new age. It's not progressive rock either. It's kind of a hybrid. Dream Generator. I really like this album a lot. Dream Generator. African music. Yakub Adi, master drummer from Ghana. This is really, listen to this with my friend Joe Benson last week all the way through. And what was cool is that after a while, it's just like being outdoors. These recordings seem to be field recordings, made out in the elements. And I don't know what the rhythms are about, but fortifying, that's the word that I can think of. I can speak for my friend Joe. As the music played, we felt strong. Isn't that interesting? Music is very powerful. Something about these rhythms made us feel, he remarked it too, I'm feeling invigorated, I'm feeling bigger, strong. Here's a record that I couldn't find for months. It was right in my bedroom, but I kept not finding it. And then the other day I finally spotted it. Agua Turbia, Volume 2. Volume 2. This is a reissue. It's another one of those records that if you can find an original, it's expensive. Are they from Chile? This is hard rock bluesy. More bluesy than I like, but this was one where I've always been interested in records that are considered, very collectible. And this was one that would always be on the list. When I finally found a copy used of the reissue, I just bought it. And it's a little harder edge than I like, and it's a little more bluesy than I like. But I also can hear, this was made in 1970. Like I said, it's either Chile or Argentina. But I can see where, at the time this was made, this was kind of unusual for the country, probably. Cool stuff. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, and be curious to see how long this video with this length, made with this camera, how long it takes to upload. Okay,